first lap time here. We're having a first lap time of 16.5. Already a quite high pace, but now Stefan Schmidt is picking up the pace a little bit, going to the outside and leading out the pack. He wants the first points, now leading with 1 lap to go onto the first point sprint.
And we heard the bell now, points in every lap.
Teammate Jason Morpeth slowing down the pack so Stefan Schmidt can get in a breakaway. That's beautiful teamwork. So 2 points for Stefan Schmidt and 1 point for Josh White.
And let's see if it's possible to get 2 more points. It's Peter Michael coming, bringing the pack back.
Stefan will have 2 more points and Josh White 1 more point. Now Peter Michael taking over. Ryan Dawson wants to get in there as well. No points for Ryan Dawson. Stefan Schmidt is taking the 1 point and Peter Michael the 2 points. And the lap times are 15.7 right now.
Quite fast.
Quite fast heats. Ryan Dawson now taking 2 points and I think Adrian Alonso 1 point. 2, I think now 3 first-year seniors right now in the front. Adrian Alonso, Arthur Lopapong and Ryan Dawson.
Speeding up this pack.
Yeah.
Let's see the lap time. 15-1.
15-1 right now. 2 points
so
for
again,
Adrian Alonso,
Ryan.
1 point for Arthur Lopapong.
Wow, this is an incredible speed. And a very close decision. Andreas Urido and Ryan Dawson again with points.
Now Peter Michael making a low move to get his first 2 points here at the line.
The routine here.
But look at Manuel Taibo on the outside there, getting off with an attack. Mathis Rocha closely following him in this attack. This could be a deciding moment for the race.
This could be a decision. Look, they're making a gap. 3 skaters away from the pack.
And can they work together? I think they're working together for now getting this breakaway.
Yes, Taibo, Roger and Campbell.
And I think it's Ronald Harshes we're seeing trying to close the gap all by himself. He wants to be in this breakaway and wants to go to this final.
Yes, it is Ronald. The breakaway, they're going fast with 15.6 on the lap times. So it's hard to close up to them.
The main peloton right now gave a little bit up on this breakaway. Ryan Dawson, Ronald Haas is closing the gap to the leading group, but Ryan Dawson is trying by himself to close this gap as well.
He's got his hand on his knee on the straight, but accelerating during the corners. Now he has 15 meters for closing the gap, and in the front we have points for Mathis Rocher and Siddharth Campbell from India. 10 meters for Ryan Dawson to close the gap.
And now in the main peloton we see Adrian Alonso picking up the pace. He wants to have this breakaway close because he doesn't think he has enough points. He has 3 points right now, is in a safe position, but
Taibo with 7 and Rocher with 6, Campbell with 5 points.
you have to think with how many goes to the final.
And we see the 4 skaters, and Ryan Dawson is skating 10 meters behind them. I think the gap is getting bigger again, and now Ryan Dawson decided not to following the leading group.
I think Ryan Dawson is giving up, yes. And we have to be aware that it's only top 7 making it to this final. So Ryan Dawson right now, if he's getting back to the pack, he's in a little bit of a shit position because Adrian Alonso is also having 3 points. So they have to battle it out for who will make it to this A final. So only 7 skaters going to the A final in this heat. That's why Ryan Dawson was trying to close down the main peloton, or the main group.
So Alonso can score now.
But only 5 laps to go, so we'll have a close decision by Ryan Dawson and Adrian Alonso who will be in this A final. I think that's the biggest question between those two.
Taibo with another 2 points, Ronald Haasius with 1 point. And we have 3 laps to go, and I'm sure
we also see now in the peloton that Stefan Du is leading out his teammate Chase Morpeth. There's not so much to do for Chase Morpeth because he doesn't have any points and no chance of making to the A final, sadly for him. And if we have to look at Ryan Dawson and Adrian Alonso, we see right now that I think Adrian Alonso is in front of Ryan Dawson.
yes.
I will look closely which of those two guys. I think it will be Adrian Alonso making it to the A final and Ryan Dawson having to skate the B final.
Yes, I think so.
Ryan Dawson did his best, but not quite enough to get to the A final. We will have Adrian Alonso, who's still in the main group.
So we have the 4. At the end, Manuel Taibo with 14 points, Mathis Rocha with 12 points. No, it's 15 points and 14 points for Martin Rocha. They corrected. Ronald Haasius with 12. Sidat Campbell with 8 points. Stefan Duschmidt with 5 points. Peter Michael with 4 points. Adrian Alonso, best skater, with 3 points. So he's the last to go to the A final from this first.
It was a close decision by Adrian Alonso and Ryan Dawson, both first-year seniors. I think the trying to close the breakaway killed Ryan Dawson a little bit, while Adrian Alonso was still in the main pack, just resting to get ready for the final sprint. He did a smart choice doing that because he's now the one who will be going to the A final in this 5K points race. But Manuel Taibo with the race-deciding breakaway, going on a breakaway where Mathis Rocha followed him, and later they got caught up by Ronald Haasius. A race-deciding breakaway and a good way to get into the final safely for Manuel Taibo and Mathis Rocha. Now I think we're having a little break before the next qualification heat. But then we are ready to go with heat number 2 in a short moment.
Yes, it was a close race, a very close race. And during such a race you have to do a decision. So one tried to get to the breakaway, didn't make it, lost lots of power.
Lost a lot of power for that last final sprint where Adrian Alonso saved a lot more power to be able to sprint for that position in the A final.
But you have to make a decision. So.
Yeah, and I think if Ryan Dawson would have succeeded with his attempt to go to the breakaway, he would for sure be the one in the final. So it's like all or nothing kind of decision you have to make. Either you go for it or not. So not so much to do. A lot of respect for that.
Let's have a look on the skaters in the second qualification race. You see Jacob Melton, with Arjen Palguman. Let's see Noah Shigawa, first year senior.
quite surprising to see Jacob Melton skating this heat. I think I thought he would just do the short distance, but he's now also choosing to do the long distance. I think that's pretty cool. Most sprinters might be resting a little bit for the 500 meter and the double sprint final coming up tomorrow.
Especially the one who didn't make it directly to the final.
Yes, for sure. We'll have to see the reportage race tomorrow morning.
Really tense. Because we're doing this reportage races the first time.
I talked to some of the skaters about this reportage race and what they were thinking about it, and was a lot of different opinions about it actually. Yeah, some of them were like, "Oh, I was 21st. I was the first one not to go through on the 20 times, and then they're having to skate this extra 500 meter, which will take more energy." And a lot of them were also pretty excited. I heard guys like Thomas Bohomsky said he was pretty excited to have another 500 meter to get in shape and to have more racing this weekend. Pretty cool also, I think.
I'm watching this live stream, what happens inside the infield. But we have to remember, every minute it took, the chance will be higher to get Mette de Leg into this race.
Will be higher. And he, as I last spoke to him, he said he would arrive around 10 minutes before 9 p.m. So a little hour until he will arrive.
Yes, but
I think he hopes that we will have more breaks like this one, so he can make it for sure.
So we'll be back after this little break as soon as the next qualification heat will be lined up. So stay tuned. So we heard we have a complete internet breakdown here. So the transmission was stopped. Also the data lying on service outside of the arena Geisingen. So there was a
exciting race, I would
say. Race
sadly,
for the data management.
Sad to miss out on that race, I would say, because it was a really close decision who would be in the final. That we saw a quite close decision between Ryan Dawson and Adrian Alonso, with the same amount of points. One skater trying to, Ryan Dawson trying to catch up on the breakaway to get more points to make sure he would be in the final, and Adrian Alonso just resting in the pack, going for the final sprint, ending up being the one to be the last one to make it for this A final in the first heat. But now we're having the second heat coming up.
Look at Noah Shigel with a bird in his face.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't see.
I know his father racing.
Yeah, his father. I used to skate against Noah Gikvar as well.
Yes, I raced against his father.
You raced against his father?
Long years ago, but no chance.
And Nathan Manach out there, I also used to race against, 1 year older than me though.
But we had training camps in Italy together with the team Rollerblade 25 years ago.
Skating together, that's quite cool. Chinese Taipei skater now going for the breakaway, an early breakaway for him. Still some laps before we are having the first points.
He's going easy.
But he will for sure get the first 2 points, I think.
Yes, for sure. But we have the line, the pack lined up. Increasing speed and closing the gap to Xianchenko.
Sebastian Kieser also taking 1 point.
From the team, der Rollenshop DEWR team.
Hadley Beach taking 1 point there also. And something like 2 points. And now Jorge Vega, Spanish long distance skater, also first year senior. Had many great battles against him, Adrian Alonso, Ryan Dawson and Nato Lopapa. All well known guys already in the senior category.
And Daniel Garrow with 1 point. Now points for Daniela Garrow again and Jorge Vega. Close decision.
Let's
Noah
try to
again.
take a look at the lap times right now, going around 15-2.
So a very fast race at the moment. And
Carlos
we see
Tarazona
lots of skaters drop off this pack. 1, 2, 3, 4 get overlapped now.
It looks like we're having a lot of sprinters in this heat as well. I see both Jacob Nelson, Tito Trost, Hadley Beach, and a lot of other of the sprinter guys. Also one of the Kanya brothers.
But the speed is really high.
Yeah.
We have 7 skaters in this main group, in this first group.
So if the 7 skaters can...
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skaters behind.
If these 7 skaters can make it to the finish, I think they will... Almost all of them will be in the final. I don't see if there's anyone with points from before.
Nathan Manak is behind, and also Sebastian Kieser.
Yeah, Sebastian Kieser only with 1 point, but Nathan Manak with 2 points, probably hoping for only a few people taking points, so 2 points will be enough, but doesn't look like. Hadley Beach just having to stay in this group to get into the. No, sorry, we're only having 7 skaters in finals. I was thinking like it was 9 skaters like before in this year.
So at the moment, Manak is on 7th place.
Yes.
Oh, very close. This point sprint. And lap times are in 16.4 at the moment.
A little bit slower heat than before, I think so.
Now a bit slower, but fast in the beginning. Now Gigel with 2 more points and Hadley Beach with 1 point. And the next skaters are getting lapped. The Kanye brother. I think it's Mateusz.
How many skaters are still in the race, actually? It's a lot of
Let's
people everywhere on the track right now.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 skaters are in this race.
So
and we have Sebastian Kieser with 1 point. Maybe one of the next getting overlapped. Maybe he can survive. With 7 laps to go. With Sebastian Kieser. Nathan Manek is skating from Le Beaumanoir Dinan. just in front of these both skaters, we have Sebastian Sepulveda and Cici Trost skating, and the 5 top skaters are in front.
We also right now a lot of skaters with 2 points. Oh,
There's also Brechtlippens in between them. 5 skaters in front. Verga, Shigel, Terrasso, Garo and Beach. Then Brechtlippens skating alone. And now we have 4 skaters at the end of the pack. At the end of this race.
Nathan Manak, Cici Trost, Sebastian Kisa, and Sebastian
Sepulveda
from Colombia. But not super many skaters back on the track. A lot of the skaters got eliminated. Not eliminated, we don't have an elimination race, but a lot of skaters got dropped in this race.
Carlos Tarosa with 2 more points. Skated 2 times in the purple part of the track. Maybe not seen from the judges.
Right now with lap times around 17 highs. As we see a little bit slow race than before. But now Jose Vega is picking up the pace in this qualification heat number 2.
So, last lap for these left skaters in the second qualification heat.
So let's see who will make it as the 7th position.
Points again for Vega, Shigal and Garo.
It's Nathan Manak or Sebastian Sepulveda from Colombia who's getting the 7th place. I think it's Nathan Manak getting the 7th place. It looks like he finished in front, yes.
So with 17 points winning this second heat in the senior men's category, Carlos Tarosa. Second, Noah Shigel. Third, Jorge Vega, followed by Daniel Garo, Hadley Beach, Brechtlippen, and on the 7th place going directly to the A final, Nathan Manak from Le Bon with 3 skaters with 2 points. Also Sebastian Sepulveda with 2 points and Chen Shinko. But Nathan Manak finished first of these skaters with 2 points, so he will go to the final. A final.
A little warm-up for the 3rd heat, I think. Or at least a little break, I'm not sure.
Maybe we have a look into the 3rd qualification heat. Who do we see?
I see Kieran Hughes from Arena Geisingen from New Zealand.
Livio Wenger, I see.
Wenger.
Julio Mirena.
Yeah, Julio Mirena, here we have him.
Niels Bühnemann also. Flavio Gross. Samuel Morris.
Samuel Morris as well, and Su Xing Xiao, if I said it correctly.
Hopefully. I don't know.
Well, let's see. Exciting race coming up, hopefully again. So again, we're seeing a little break here right before the next race.
They're preparing and we'll be back soon, just in time before the race will start.
So we're lining up here for the third qualification of the senior men. We see Nivio Gross in the front row together with his teammate Kieran Hooch. And Julia Moreno also in this race, Tamina Oma as well. I see Niels Buneman and Livio Wenger too.
So Magnus, next qualification race. 25 laps to go, 5k, new points mode.
Yes. Let's see who will make it to the final.
There are really fast skaters inside, I think. Livio
Wenger there standing in the last row.
Livio and Niels, they will work together.
And start now. First corner that Timo let a little bit into the pink part of the track. That's the thing here in Geisingen, we don't have the
traditional bars.
Yeah, so you don't really always know when you are in the middle of when you are over the line. Someone more is there moving up on the outside.
Actually, a sprinter is leading this pack. Camino Ome.
Probably he wants to have one of the first points to secure. Maybe if he's lucky, there's a breakaway going in, and he'll be qualified for the final in that way.
Maybe one tactic for a sprinter.
For the sprinter, it's sometimes to get those first points, and then you see.
Also, Timo Leenerts is racing there in the front of the pack.
He's going now for the first
points.
A breakaway for Timo Leenert here, and right now. We see the standings. We see the standings from the first heat. That's not from this race yet, but it's getting better now. I think we're having first 2 points for Timo Leenert.
Now you have to survive to get the race. Oh, beautiful!
Beautiful by the drone pilot Timo Leenert. Now Gonzalo for us from Spain and Samuel Morris. Samuel Morris overtaking him on the inside, taking the second 2 points. He keeps going, he wants more than 2 points here. Really putting up the pace, Samuel Morris. Like I said earlier today, he's one of the guys who look out for in these heats.
2 points for Samuel Morris and 1 point for Gonzalo Ferraz from Spain. So 3 skaters with 2 points, Samuel, Gonzalo and Timo.
And Morris now with 4 points.
4 points, yes.
And now Niels Buneman going here for his first 2 points to make a chance for the A final.
And let's see. There's Livio Wenger with him. Nearly a crash.
Nearly a crash by Niels Buneman.
Not a chance for Livio to get his first point.
Julia Moreno and Livio Wenger now working together to take some points.
This is quite dangerous. They can do many fast laps together.
Good for a guy like Samuel Morris to already take 5 points. He can feel a bit more safe waiting in the peloton. And Niels Buneman only got 2 points, but almost had a crash that could
this was very close to a crash.
Yeah, very close to a crash. Hopefully he can come up again and take some more points so he can be secured for this final.
Another 2 points for Livio Wenger, 1 point for Julio Morena.
And right behind Livio Wenger and Julio Morena, we have Chia Cheng Seng from Powerslide Asia. Not getting any points at the moment, but for sure probably would like to have some points. Now taking the turns as well to have some points on the front.
And you will see these beautiful pictures from our cable camera.
Livio Wenger with 2 points and Chia Cheng Seng with 1 point.
The camera is driving very, very fast along the ceiling, getting these beautiful sights, these amazing, spectacular sights from the side.
Another 2 points for Livio Wenger and 1 point for Chia Cheng Seng.
He's going for another 2 points. Chia Cheng Seng.
Let's see, do we still have Timon Lennon in this race? He's having 2 points. I don't see him
No,
anymore.
he's out.
No, he's out of the race. So Timo Lenner's out of the race. He had 2 points, but it's now out.
And will we see Niels Buneman again? Now
I think it's Livio Wenger, Niels Buneman down behind Samuel Morris. But he's moving up right now on the inside, I see. He wants more points. He knows he can't be short with 2 points. So he's closing the gap.
Livio Wenger leads with 11 points. William Rina with
Giving
8
1 point
points.
to his teammate Niels Buneman, so he can be more sure for entering the A final tomorrow.
Zheng Xiao is in the lead. Looking behind, who's following him. How important is it to know who is in the actual group?
Yeah, I guess it's already it's always important to know who's in the group and also what level they are on.
Okay.
If you know your competitors, you can also plan your own strategy from
Is it
that.
possible to realize the 4 or 5 skaters within in your group?
Yes, I think it's very possible for most skaters like Livio Wenger and Niels Buneman. Really skaters with a lot of experience. They know exactly who's in the group right now, and they also know where to position themselves not to get stolen any points or anything, so they can feel secured. It's important that they know who they're racing against.
So the next skaters are left. And it's again Livio Wenger taking a point. And Niels Buneman with 6 points. He will be safe going to the A final. Nothing bad happens.
So if we look in this final, you actually have to have 4 points to be in the final for sure.
And you see the leading group overlapping a skater here now.
2 laps to go.
Two more points for Livio Wenger, 1 more point for Niels Buneman. On with the bell for the last lap. Nicolas Garcia from Sugati Volkin from Ecuador.
Both Niels Buneman and Livio Wenger now
Rolling.
taking it easy, rolling to the finish line. They know they're secured for this A final.
So last points for Garcia, Buneman and Wenger.
And Gonzalo Ferraz, the first one not to make it to the A final, unfortunately.
Yes,
He has to skip
staying
the
with 4
pre-final.
points on 7th position, and Ferraz with 2 points on 8th position. So qualified for the A final, Wenger, Garcia, Xiao, Buneman, Mirena, Moritz, Zheng, and yes, this was the 7th skater. So quite impressive. We got to the A final so far. We have another.
Oh, we see the last heat entering the track right now, and I don't see any Metodai Jilic. So he didn't make it for this heat. At least not yet. You never know, but fortunately I think we'll have no Metodai Jilic in the last race.
You told us earlier it is so important to get also your exams as your podiums. So we are sorry, Metodai Jilic got one of his exams today, trying to fly to Geisingen to manage to come early enough to race this qualification.
Fortunately, it would have been nice to see him race here today, and especially on his home track here in Geisingen, where he trains a lot as well with the rest of the team. But I see a lot of other guys on the track, a lot of other guys we can look out for. I see Philippe Dusmet, Camilo Costa as well. I see
Alfonso
Christian
Silva.
Haches, Alfonso Silva as well, a first year senior too. Guy I skated many years with in the junior category. Who else do we see? Tom Mulder out there. Alexis Bourdevan from France.
Christian Haches.
Christian Haches, yes. So no Matilda Jilic, but a lot of other great skaters to watch in this fourth qualification heat. And the last heat of the day. They were ready for the finals tomorrow.
Exactly in time.
Please all skater come to the finish line.
Fourth and last qualification race for the senior men's points races. First of the long distance disciplines we are doing during this second day of racing in the AGI 2025. We saw spectacular races so far, fast races, and we will have soon the last race of this second day.
So it will be exciting to see who is ready to pick up the speed in this race, and who will be the 7 skaters to make it to the A final. Alfonso Silva in first position, a guy who can do it. I also see other guys like Tom Mulder. We have Miles Smith, Philip Du Smith, and other great guys to skate in this fourth qualification heat. As well as Christian Harsches coming in there for his position. So 25 laps, and like the other 3 qualification heats we had so far, it's points every single lap. A hard points race for the senior men here.
Eric, the head coach, explaining the last time the mode of this qualification race. Everything seems to be okay. He's leaving the track, so it's all done and off they are.
Miles Met taking the first position, followed by Alfonso Silva starting this race. Not a super aggressive start to this race, a little bit more calm in the peloton, but I'm sure when we hear the bell in a few laps, that will change pretty fast. Tumbled also down on the outside, moving up.
They will change into the real race mode.
Yes, exactly.
This is warm up.
Still now
Second
picking
part
up the
of
pace a little bit more.
Warm up. And just sorting the skaters. And these qualification races are even hard for them. Slower. Now they bow. Even for the slower skater. Look at the speed of the skater in this corner. Imagine how fast they are.
Right now, times around 16.5, but let's see now. Having the first point, what will the lap time be? 15.6.
And first points for Colin and Baudry, both French skater.
And the attack on the outside by Janne Seifer from, I think, Tax Racing Team? Manau, sorry.
No, it's Tax Racing.
Tax Racing Team, yeah.
You're right.
Doing pretty well, getting those first 2 points, important points for his chances on making it to the A final. Just a little breakaway going on with Alexis Sportevin trying to close it down.
Jannes with another point, Miles Mead with another point. So they're leading with 3 points now.
Miles Mead taking another 2 points, increasing his lead.
Sanchez with the first point now.
Now we see Christian Harsches on the outside, making a little gap down to Miles Mead. He's going for a breakaway, I think, with the Indian skater.
It's Anand Kumar Valkamar. They try a breakaway, but they don't get away really.
Get to the A final.
And Miles Mead is back again.
Philip Smith getting that little gap he wished for, but Christian Harsches is now wanting to follow him. There's 2 points for Philip Smith.
And Hazius with 5 points now. Mead also 5 points. Valkumar with 5 points. Seifert with 3 points. Schmidt 2. Holland 2. Lots of skaters with points so far.
Can Philip Smith take another 2 points? Pretty good job from him taking points 3 laps in a row.
He can.
Securing him a lead now. Christian Harsches with 7 points is in the lead. But for sure
6 points should be enough for getting
into the final.
Final.
A little bit of fighting there we see. Alfonso Silva now wants to get the points. We hear some cheering for the athletes on the track.
Christian Hazius and Silva with points, and then we have points for Harry Giri. Giri 1 point.
Harry Giri with 1 point in total, but there on the inside again he wants more points so he can make sure to get a good qualification.
Louis Collin.
French skater. Alfonso Silva now in the 3rd position. He for sure wants to have more than 1 point, because with 1 point he's not in the A final.
Surely not. He has to do at least 3 more points.
At least 4 points to get into the A final. Also Harry Gary is a guy who wants more points.
Now we have 5 laps left. get points.
Who will make it? I also didn't
Wei
see
and
Tom
Yu
Mulder with any
and-
points yet.
Xiao Tsai with 2 and 1 points.
Now Alfonso Silva taking his shot, going for a good amount of points. He needs more than those 2 points, so he needs to keep going if he wants to be in this A final.
And if they cross the line with only 3 laps to go, but Alfonso Silva is going for the next points.
Taking another 2
he's
points.
got 3 points, now 5 points.
He is Tom Mulder sadly dropping off the leading pack here with no points, so we will not see him in the A final. Did a really good job in Gosquera, so that for him.
So also Jonas Seifert is out of the direct qualification. Alfonso Silva with 2 more points, Harry Giri with 1 point.
Alfonso Silva doing a great job to get a lot of points to secure his spot in the A final.
And we have to go for the last lap. Anavandiko Vekumar. We get the last points. It's Luis Collins, Anna Kumar Vekumar, and Xiaowei Tsai. So let's wait and have a look on the final standings.
Miles Smith looks to be the first guy not in the A final. You need
With 5 points.
You need 6 points to be in this top 7.
So in the final we will see Tsai, Velkumar, Hasias, Collins, Silva, Schmidt, and you. Miles Mead is not qualified directly.
It was very different from these 4 heats. How many points you actually needed to be in this top 7? Pretty crazy to see how different it was for the 4 totally different races here today.
Yes, also during the races of the girls,
Yes,
so
the
ladies,
senior women for sure as well.
also very different races. And
Truly different scenarios.
now we finished with 8:30 p.m. And Magnus, let's have a look on the timetable from tomorrow. And of course we will start the live stream, and we will start when?
I think if I see right here, we'll start with the long distance D final tomorrow. For the cadet ladies, they will have a 4K points D final.
Ja,
3K
9
points
Uhr
maybe.
werden wir starten mit den D-Finals der Kadettinnen. Dort gibt es ein D-Finale. Das wird morgen zuallererst gelaufen. Das ist der Start in den Tag. Dann geht es weiter mit den 500 Meter Repechage-Laufen der Senior Ladies and Senior Men.
So we go on after the cadet ladies. We start with the repechage races for the senior ladies and the senior men of the 500 meter. Exciting race to watch. And I think then we move on to the 500 meter plus D8 finals for the youth ladies, youth men, junior ladies, junior men. And then we warm up for the semifinals?
Fourth Final.
Quarterfinals, sorry.
Yes. Es geht weiter um 10:20 Uhr mit den Achtelfinals, mit allen Kategorien, die Achtelfinals laufen. Das sind die Jugenddamen, Jugendherren, Juniorendamen und Juniorenherren. Dann folgt das Warm-up für die Viertelfinals. Und Viertelfinals werden dann gelaufen für die Cadet Ladies, Cadet Men und Youth Ladies, Youth Men. Bis zur Mittagspause etwa 12:10 Uhr.
So at 10:20 we will start with the 8 finals of the youth ladies, youth men, junior ladies, junior men, and then warm up for the 4 finals of the cadet ladies, cadet men, youth ladies, youth men, and a lunch break around 10 past 12, and then we start